This is Tyrana TV, a place for entrepreneurship and self-development. We are all about taking control of our lives and our mindset. So welcome. Today we're gonna talk about when do you finally draw the line? When do you finally say, look, I'm quitting on this relationship? When do you quit on someone? That's what we're going to be talking about today. This is 2021. This is the perfect time to reset everything. To reset your business, to reset your goals, to reset your life, to reset your sanity, to reset your relationships. So I'm going to talk about 3 to 4 things that are crucial to observe. And if you notice that it's happening in your relationship, maybe it's time for you to think of quitting. Before we get into that, I want to make something clear. I believe in second chance. I believe that you should allow people to understand your point. You should allow people the time to readjust whatever is not working. I think that it's important that before you take a decision to leave somebody, to quit on the relationship, that you can stand and not be ashamed. You can stand and say, look, I tried, I gave everything, but it's not working. So I want to make that clear, because what I want to talk about, you might identify that in your relationship and you just run and say, okay, I'm quitting here because she said that. That's not what I'm saying. You need to give people the chance and the space to grow, to change, or to adjust themselves according to the issue that you guys are dealing with. That out of the way, let's get into that. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is abuse. If you're in a relationship where you notice that there are abuse going on, there are abusive behavior going on, let me tell you straight, get out. Get out. Don't attempt to change the person. Don't attempt to wish and pray the person will change. Usually they just don't change, and you sitting there trying to change them, trying to understand them, trying to give them the time to come to their senses. You're gonna grow gray, and they're still gonna be abusing you. So there is no excuse for you to still sit there praying that the person will change, or saying that it's your fault, or feeling bad for not trying. Get out. It's not your fault, it's not your problem, it's not your issue. You shouldn't be paying for that. Pray for them to get the help they need, but get out of there. Because remember, we talked about the fact that this is 2021. Beginning of 2021, you need to focus on your sanity, you need to focus on your growth. Anything that is destroying your peace, your growth, your sanity must go, including people you care about. Tu prends tes clics et tes claques et tu fous le camp. Okay? So, if you notice that your partner, male or female, it's emotionally abusive, physically abusive, it's time to go. Go without looking back. It's so sad, because usually these people we care about, we love them, but it is not enough. It's not enough. This is a trading game. What you trade for that love, it's too high, it's too much. You cannot gamble like that. You cannot gamble with your peace, with your future, with your sanity, with your mental health. You cannot gamble with that. So it's just don't worth it. I know usually in that situation, I've been there. I know how painful it is. I know how confusing it can get. And so it is not your fault. It is not your responsibility to change him or her. Respect yourself enough to walk away from that relationship. Respect yourself enough, love yourself enough to be able to say, this person is one of the reasons why I have low self-esteem, low self-confidence. I need to get out of here. This is toxic for me. This is toxic for my mental. This is toxic for my growth. How can you grow in that environment? I'm emphasizing on this point because I know how people think when they are in that relationship. So if this is you, please get out of there. And if you don't know where to go, there are a lot of organizations that support people that are in those type of relationships. And if you are not sure, you can message me. I am so happy to help in that regard. But you don't even need to message me. It's out there. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is lies. If you notice a pattern of lies, be careful. That is a red flag. A person that constantly lies to you, how can you trust such a person? And how can you still stay in a relationship when somebody is constantly lying to you? Think of it. If this resonates with you, if you notice that your partner or your friend or whatever is a liar, is constantly lying to you because you've got proof of constant lies, those are just lies that you know. What about those you don't? So that's what I'm talking about. How can you trust a person that is constantly lying to you? How can you keep forgiving? How can you keep staying in a relationship when you don't trust the person? How can you both build on lies? That type of relationship is not strong. You cannot trust a person that is lying to you constantly. And so that's, for me, it's just a no-no. If you notice that your partner or your friend or whatever is a liar, it's time to get out. Get out of that relationship. Now, I'm not saying that go and cut people out of your life. You know how to manage your relationships. Just know how to keep those people in your life, the place that you're going to put them in your life. So if that's you, get out. The third thing I'm going to talk about is when you're taken for granted. Now, how can you keep staying in the relationship where you give everything, you give your all, and the person does not acknowledge? They don't value your effort. They don't show you that you're worth. They don't even appreciate the little things that you do. If you value yourself, you will see that it's a problem. If you value yourself enough, then you will notice that it's not right. If you love yourself as you should, you will see that it's not right. It is not okay for somebody to come in your life and make you feel like you are nothing. It is not okay for somebody to not say thank you. Thank you for loving me, or thank you for caring. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing that little thing. Because it's not something that you have to do. You don't have to love them. You don't have to take care of them. You don't have to go out of your way to do all those beautiful things that you are doing for them to feel special. And for you not to even have a little thank you, and you are still there, it says a lot about the way you feel about your own self. If you love yourself as you should be able to walk away from everything that does not see you as you see yourself, that does not treat you as you should be treated. So if this resonates with you, and if you are in that type of relationship, then this is the perfect time to quit. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is if there is constant promise of change that actually never happen. If they constantly say to you, I swear to God, I'm going to change, I promise you this time is the last time, you can trust me on this one, I'm going to do my everything, you're never going to talk about this again, and then in 1 month's time we are back at square one. If that's you, you need to do something about that. Seriously, because how can you be in a relationship where someone is constantly hurting you, constantly doing something that he clearly knows that it's hurting you? He will apologize for it, and then after a few months or weeks, we will be back at square one. How can you keep giving? How can you keep believing? It's just insane. As I said at the beginning, I am not a quitter. You shouldn't quit on people because they're struggling with something, or because they are, addicted to something or whatever. But the moment where you make it clear, the moment where you keep saying that, please, this is hurting me when you do this, and they keep doing, and again and again and again, and you keep shunting, you keep saying, look, maybe you should try this, maybe they're gonna help you here, maybe we need counseling, and he keeps saying, look, I promise you this time I got it, I'm going to change, and they don't change. Seriously, why are you still staying there? My mantra is that I love myself. You should love yourself enough to not tolerate nonsense. If you love yourself enough, then you should walk away from anything that is diminishing your value. Period. If a person claims to love you, and then the same person is the person that is hurting you, that's confusing. If you love me, then you should protect me. I shouldn't be scared of you. You shouldn't be the reason why I'm suffering every single day. I mean, we all make mistakes. I'm not saying that you will see a perfect relationship. We all tolerate each other. We are not in a relationship to change each other, but we are in a relationship. Getting in a relationship in the first place, it's a statement of accommodating another person, and it comes with sacrifices. If I say I'm going to get in a relationship with you, it means that I'm going to turn down some aspects of myself to make room to you. That's period. That's simple as that. You cannot have it all the way. I laugh a lot when I see people who say, oh, don't try to change me because I'm the way I am. Oh, hello, don't get in a relationship, because getting in a relationship, it means finding that common ground, finding that middle where everybody feels okay. As long as I don't feel like I'm forced to do what I don't want to, or I'm forced to be who I don't want to, I'm cool with that. Getting in a relationship means that I am willing to sacrifice, to compromise a bit of my personality or myself, to make room to you, so we can meet in the middle. So that's just that. I'm gonna wrap this up by saying that I'm not sure, maybe I missed something with this whole video, but if I did, let me know. If you've got any question and you would love me to answer your question, please get in touch. I'm gonna be so happy to answer you. And so that's all for me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.